What's up, Norskies?
How's it going?
Keagan, what national day is it today?
Let me check here. All right. Looks like, unfortunately, there's nothing.
Whatever, let's just get to the announcements. Hey there, Norskies. We're on a mission to make our school the safest place around, and we need your help to make it happen. Join the awesome team dedicated to keep our hallways, classrooms, and schools safe for everyone.
As a member of this team, you'll get to brainstorm and implement exciting ideas to boost safety, from organizing drills to promoting awareness campaigns, all while gaining leadership skills along the way.
Whether you're passionate about emergency preparedness, want to pursue a career in emergency management, law enforcement, emergency response, or just want to be part of something amazing, there's a place for you on this team.
Want to learn more about this opportunity? Sign up for Flex or show up to the Gold Conference Room next to Officer Freeman's office this Friday, May 3rd during two-way Flex for more info about this amazing opportunity.
Auditions are now open for Violent Noise a cappella. Auditions will be after school on May 16th. They're looking for beatboxers and vocal percussionists as well.
Auditions for show choir are now open. Auditions will be after school on May 22nd. They are looking for show band members as well. Do you play guitar, drums, or piano? Talk to Miss Lyrica about how to get involved.
The DeForest FFA chapter is hosting a plant sale on May 8th through the 11th. Whether you are a plant lover or looking to get your special someone a flower, they'll have you covered. Check DeForestFFA.org for plant hours and what plants are available.
Prom is Saturday, May 11th. Purchase tickets online using the QR code found on the screen and on posters throughout the school. The doors open at 6, Grand March is at 6:30, and the dance is in the South Commons from 7 to 10.
Now for Hayden's special segment, DeForest Taste in Music, Tier List Edition.
DeForest Taste in Music.
Welcome back to DeForest Taste in Music. I'm here with
Mr. LeCloux.
We're going to be ranking hip-hop and R&B artists today. The first artist we have is Biggie Smalls. How do you feel about Biggie Smalls?
He was his sheer force of personality was able to bring the focus of hip-hop from the West Coast back to the East Coast.
He only released, I think, 2 albums, Life After Death and Ready to Die, which are both really, really good albums. But yes, where do you feel we should put him?
Well, I would definitely put him in the Hall of Fame.
I agree. All right, but next up, we have Jay-Z.
His ability to work with other artists.
Yeah, I agree. I think features-wise, Jay-Z's on a lot of songs, even outside of his prime, which you could argue he's still in his prime because he still somewhat releases music. His last album was 444, I think. But yeah, albums like Blueprint, Black Album, you really can't go wrong with Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'd put him in the Hall of Fame.
All right. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, he's, I think, the only hip-hop artist to win a Pulitzer Prize, which is, I think it was in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's unbelievable.
But from a discography standpoint, you have Section 80, then you go to Good Kid, Mad City, then you go to To Pimp a Butterfly, then to Damn, and now most recently Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, which are all fantastic albums and did more than just music.
Agreed.
For right now, I think he's a GOAT because obviously we have to see what it's like in 20 years when he is still around and see how his music kept up. Now we have Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, she came out with this just unbelievable album after she'd been in the Fugees, as you know, and she came out with the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which is just an absolute masterpiece. I think they put that recording in the Smithsonian, which is very rare.
And Miseducation, having, To Zion,
Doo-wop.
Doo-wop, that thing, X Factor. Yep. Just also, all the songs of Miseducation have been sampled in the recent years.
And not only that, she was able to, not only the lyrics, but and the rapping, but there's a really powerful melodic quality to that album.
Yeah, I think as an R&B artist, as a hip hop artist, I think she is possibly one of the greatest of all time, if not in the Hall of Fame. Next up, we're going to Lil Wayne. Right. So Lil Wayne, I think he came up in the 90s with under Cash Money Records.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he then made Young Money under Birdman, but the Carter series on its own, which is 5 albums, I think, are all solid projects and are all great in their own ways. and it all have hit songs. The Carter 3 probably being the most notable, with A Milli, Mr. Carter, Mrs. Officer, Lollipop. Can go on for days about Lil Wayne, but
I also really appreciated how he explored, and it should be explored more, I think, in society in general, is dealing with mental health.
yeah,
And he really looked at, in sort of like in an internal way, dealing with his own mental issues, but like how we all can look at that. I was really impressed with that.
but where do you feel like we should put him?
I would go with Hall of Fame.
That's okay. A lot of Hall of Fames.
Yes.
Okay, we got Nas.
Yeah. This is, I think Brooklyn, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, this is just, his first album was a masterpiece, which it was kind of overlooked because, of course, Biggie and Tupac were dominating the scene then. But I think as the years have gone by, that album he's got this song on there called "The World Is Yours."
Yeah, amazing song.
Yeah, and he's coming out of the inner city, and a lot of his friends are getting killed or arrested for drug trafficking or whatnot. And I think it's got a hopeful message that you can make the best out of a bad situation. And I was really impressed with that Illmatic album.
Yeah, Illmatic is one of the like milestones of hip hop. Like you look at that album, you think of that time period because of NY State of Mind, or
Yep.
is that what it's called? Yeah,
Remember?
someone like the piano. It's like yeah, whatever. Right, and Nas, I think, is the only artist from the '90s besides like Jay-Z, kind of from that era that is still relevant today and is still making albums and still winning Grammys and still is making great projects.
I'd put him in the Hall of Fame.
All right.
I would.
I think we're
mean,
good.
just on the-
I
just
think
on
there's
the
a trend.
Just on the strength of that Illmatic album.
Tupac.
Yeah, his mother was a Black Panther. So.
She was.
And they moved around the country a lot, probably because of what she was going through. So he had that, moving around a lot and being in different schools. But all his teachers said he always had that creative fire.
Just having that power and having songs that are like "Keep Your Head Up," which is beautiful in its own way, and "Dear Mama," which brings me to tears every single time I hear it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
I think it's easy to say that this is going in the Hall of Fame, if not the highest one. Well, are we confident in our list?
It looks pretty good to me. I know we have a lot of people in the Hall of Fame, but
I think we picked a lot of great artists, so I don't think we can really complain.
No.
All right.
Well done.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And that was all for Default Taste in Music.
That's all we have for this episode. But Keagan, what national day is it tomorrow?
I don't know. Let's check the scroll. Let's see here. So it's going to be April 30th, and that's going to be a Tuesday.